Hello everybody and welcome back to a Patat Minecraft video. This is episode 2 of the block breaking SMP series. Now I ended off last where I just came to this area, explored a little bit and set up this little mini base. So as you can see behind me, what I did off camera so long is mapping out an outline of a house that I want to build in this episode. So I did a little bit of YouTube research, watching tutorials, and I have a rough idea of how my house is going to look like. So I've never built this style of house before, so let's hope it turns out looking good. I'm aiming for a kind of European / fantasy looking building. I don't know if I'll be able to achieve that. So yeah, let's see how it goes. So the first thing is getting my materials for this house. I'm starting off by smelting some cobblestone into stone, which I then craft into stone bricks. I'm also getting some wood out of my chest. I'm looking at some oak wood, which I can just strip, and some birch wood I think that I'm gonna use in the plank form. You'll also note in my chest I've got that ominous banner. Yeah, off camera I kinda got attacked by a raiding party. I think I died like twice during that time because I wasn't geared up, and I think I attacked them with like a stone axe. So not the best attack from my side, but I got the banner, so I'm gonna put it up in the house somewhere as soon as I get this house up and going. So off I go and start building the house by placing down some oak logs as kind of the pillar, the outline structure, the skeleton of the house. I don't know how to describe it. And then I strip them, just to get that nice outline look, and then fill up the insides with the stone and wood. And the next step was to fill in the bottom half with the stone brick, stone and gravel. I didn't find andesite at this point, but later on I worked in a few of them, because those 4 blocks create a very nice combination to create a kind of a weathered look, and so it doesn't just look all the same, just the brick, the stone brick blocks. It would look too uniform, and just bringing in those other blocks just breaks that and just makes it look a little bit more rustic or natural, however you would choose to describe it. After placing down the bottom half, I went up and filled up the top half with some birch planks, just to kind of create a something different, so I can keep the stone on the bottom. It makes it look like a lot more sturdy, and the top is planks, so it gives that little bit of a, I don't know, European / fantasy vibe type of house. I don't know if this is going to work. I really do hope that it's gonna look like I want to. So if it doesn't, please give me some advice in the comments how I can improve this house. Maybe switch out some of the blocks, change my block palette. Yeah, I kind of really need your guys' advice in what to do in this series, so please don't be scared to just give me tips in what I can do in this series. Just as I finished the top half with the birch planks, I got my first visitor. His name is Void and Caffeine, and he kind of brought me my nether portal. He built a structure on the other side, a nether hub, and from the nether side he created a portal that spawned right next to my house. So I got my first visitor, which was very exciting. I kind of got a slight fright, just to be honest, because I was very into building house, and suddenly I heard this voice on Minecraft, because we've got the the chat mod enabled. And yeah, I got a little bit of a fright, and I'm like, this is actually so awesome. I've got my first visitor. So
Linked you up.
hi.
Sorry about where it is.
Oh no, that's perfect. Thank you.
I don't control where it sets down.
No, it's about the coordinates that I gave you. Thank you.
Okay. Cool. Is it cool if I steal a tree?
Yeah, of course. Sure.
Ground. I probably won't come back out here very often because it's quite a way.
Yeah,
Out.
it is
But
very far.
If I get an elytra, I'll come visit y'all out here.
Okay, awesome. Thanks for my portal.
Yep, on my way to King.
Alright, bye. Sorry, his name is Void_caffeine. So Void Caffeine. Sorry, I forgot the underscore and not an and sign. After that, he left and I continued building on my house. I put in my second story floor and the first story floor, the ground floor. So I used oak planks, if I remember correctly. And then I started bringing in my stuff from the outside, placing everything on the bottom floor and going up and placing my bed on the top floor, which I really want to make my bedroom. The next thing I did was trying to build a nice looking staircase. So I first tried it on the right side of my house, trying to fit in a staircase there, but every time it just didn't quite fit. So I had to use the back wall of the house. I took it out 2 blocks and then fit the whole staircase in there, which actually fits quite nicely and it looks good and also brings a little bit more detail to the house with that little bit of extension in the back of the house. It just creates a non-blocky shape, if you know what I mean. Like a lot of us build a Minecraft house just as a rectangle or a square with nothing protruding out of the sides. So this 2-block wall coming out of my house kind of breaks that vibe, breaks that shape. And now for the most difficult part of this house, and that is the roof. So I'm kind of thinking of doing that fantasy shaped roof, which is go up very high, and I want to use deep slate. I don't know why, but I think it's gonna look good. You can just let me know in the comments if it's not a good idea, but for now I'm going with the deep slate. I kind of hope you guys like it because it's so much effort to do a roof like this. Oh, any roof is a lot of effort. So to get deep slate, I went into this cave, which is quite close to my house, towards the back of the house. And I was quite amazed how beautiful it looked. I think you guys saw it in my first episode. I showed you a little bit of how that cave looks. So I just went back to that and I got this little deep slate pocket that I started to mine. And I mined a little bit, went back to the roof, built a little bit on it and realized I've not enough and went back. And at one point I think I fell like 5 or 6 times. Because the caves are so different with the 1.18 update that I don't know what I did. Every time I just misjudged the cave layout, or I don't know, jumped too far and jumped off the staircase, and I jumped just into this big huge void of a cave and kind of splat on the floor. And I can't retrieve my stuff. I tried to retrieve it and the zombies killed me when I came to the bottom, or I just fell to the death. The people in the Minecraft chat, they started asking me if I was okay because I kept getting this death message of me falling from heights. And I kind of felt so embarrassed because I'm on a SMP and I can't even handle heights. But anyway, at the end of the day, I got all my deep slate. I made a stone cutter so I could cut up stairs and slabs, and I finished this roof. And of course I had to adjust my whole interior, well, not interior, the walls, the birch part of my walls. I had to change a little bit to adjust it to the shape of the roof. And finally I stepped back and I really liked the roof I created. I'm not so sure about the birch and the rest of my house palette, but I really do like this roof. Anyway, I go into the house and I realize that the roof of my first floor is very close to my head, so I decided to lower my floors. So I had to dig out a layer of dirt and bring my oak planks a level lower. Also change it into slabs because it's a lot cheaper, so I could go a lot further with slabs than with blocks. And with the house basically done or almost done, I had to do the door. So the door was also very difficult for me because I tried so many types of, I don't know, designs and feelings about how I want this door to look like. I just kept changing, and I kept standing back, not liking it, going back, destroying everything I did, redoing something else, and at the end of the day I just decided just to go with a plain door in the wall. So finally, with having a door in my house, I go and mined a little bit of sand on the beach close by. I didn't need a lot, and I smelted it up into windows and crafting them into window paint, placing some windows all over my house. And with windows in, I wanted to just put a little bit of finish touch on the house with some flowers. I placed some dirt blocks in front of the windows and trapdoors and put some flowers in there so it looks like a little flower bed. But the house is not done. There's a lot of details still want to put in it. I need to still do some more YouTube tutorial research to know exactly how to do that. And I kind of also want you guys to tell me where I went wrong with my block palette. So I can still change that, because I'm not exactly 100% satisfied with the look of the house. There's something wrong with the block palette, I just don't know what it is. So please feel free to let me know what I can change to do that. And at that note, I am gonna call it an episode. This was episode 2 of the SMP, the block breaking SMP series. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe, please like, leave a comment. I will appreciate it more than you can ever imagine. So just click the button. Just make sure that subscribe button is grey. It's for free. It will affect anything in your life, but it will affect a lot in my life just to see that extra subscribe number. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.